Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card you have, Aquarius, is the number 12. And it says empathy. Below, at the bottom left corner, there is a glyph for Moon. And on the right side, bottom corner, there is a glyph for the sign of Pisces. So the number 1, 2, and 3 are coming through strong with this message. It further says, my empathy is a gift. I channel it wisely to heal, connect, and uplift without losing myself. And that's what this card is all about. It says compassion, intuition, and emotional resonance. So I feel that right now, Aquarius, now if you see in the picture, it's a very soft energy out here, right? This little boy is, tending to a pet. And below you see a bird singing into somebody's ear, right? There is a golden pendant that she has in her beak, which has a double-pointed star in that gold pendant. So there is something valuable that, this bird is trying to speak into this person's ear. And this person is all yours. This person is listening. And I feel you're doing the same thing. You're able to, I feel that you are a good listener at this point in time. Like you're listening to people, whether at work or in your family, at home or in your community and social circles. You have that ability, or you are the one who listens to people. You understand their problems. You understand where they're coming from. They can lean on you. I also feel that you're holding space for people right now, Aquarius, in the sense that you're empathizing with them. Some of you could be veterinarians. Some of you could be, adopting pets. Or even fostering, children, or becoming the godfather, godmother to kids, something like that. But it's you could be counselors, where people listen and understand other people. And actually, that's a huge quality to have. And that's a huge help as well for those in need. Just when we have somebody to listen to us and, give us some advice around that, or share their experience, or, share experiences of someone they know, it actually helps heal people faster. It helps give them that hope and guidance. It changes a lot of perception for people. So I feel that you might be into that, those kind of professions as well. But this is like also the collective occurrent energy that I'm picking on right now. For you, Aquarius, it's like some of you might be actually, creating something for the benefit of people. It's like, for example, there is a ticket counter and people are waiting in line, right? It's a hot day and you're like, oh my God, the line is so big, people are sweating. So let me just install some cooler fans and things like that, which will help people. It's that kind of energy where you are being very, you're creative, you're finding ways to help people. This can also be through, writing a book. Maybe write a book so that people can read it and get the message, across the globe. Or some of you could be creating some kind of media so that people are able to listen to you and get some help. Some of you could be actually creating portals where people can come together and talk to each other, where they exchange their ideas, exchange their experiences. Something like Reddit, so it could be that as well. But and some of you could be actually, coming together for humanitarian efforts like Red Cross or, food banks, where you're actually helping people, dislocated people due to natural calamities or something like that. You might be even advocating for the right of people, for your people, so the betterment of society or community, so that, it's just for the betterment of the community and society. And I feel that, and actually this, you are an air sign, Aquarius, that I feel that you're very empathic right now. You're able to pick up on people's feelings, emotions, for the most part, Aquarians, I have seen that you pick up on a lot of, you can actually pick up on what people are thinking, and let the mind read a kind of energy with you guys sometimes. But then here you are, you're blessed with both. You have this intuitive, you're empathic, you're that sponge who can understand what people are going through. What do they want to say? Beyond the surface appearances, beyond the logic, you're going beyond that. Even though people might be, saying a certain way or acting a certain way, you can still pick up on the underlying current. And there is good parts and bad things about it. Good things is that, you can go there, you can help out. Sometimes people don't open up, but then if you can read that underlying current, you can suggest and you can help out in those areas. But the caveat with that is that we tend to sometimes overextend ourselves and kind of get carried away with their emotions. We kind of lose our own sense of purpose or who we are, especially when it comes to closer people, near and dear ones that could be, in a little bit troublesome situation that you're trying to help out. Be discerning, because when empathy kicks in, and we know that it's backed by science. There is something called as mirror neurons in our brain that gets triggered when we are in this energy of an empath, right? So we pick up on everybody's emotions. We're like a sponge. So, and in order to help, we sometimes overextend. We kind of lose our own purpose, and sometimes we even, kind of get carried away with their thoughts, with their ideas, with their emotions, and we forget what we want to do. We forget where we want to go and things like that. So just be mindful, and draw the line someplace. Because it's very easy to lose yourself, to lose your identity in these situations, especially if it's, for a few days and a few months and a few weeks. If this goes on, there is a chance for you to, like kind of get carried away. I'm also getting that some of you could be, kind of helping out people, like fair practices, transparency. You could be developing some kind of a system that helps people, like something like a blood pressure machine, that came about. It's an invention, right? That we can check our blood pressure at home, but then it's for the benefit of the collective. So it's something like that. You might be developing some system or devices even for the betterment of humanity. The next card you have, Aquarius, is Apocalypses. And it further says, when illusions fall away, truth sets me free to build anew. So this is a cracking of illusion and the revelation of truth. Number 74. So 7, 4, and 11 are coming through with this message. So I feel that illusions are lifting here. Aquarius, you see the image itself is like an illusion, right? When we see in some kind of trial rooms, we see the mirror, and that kind creates an illusion. It's a similar kind of a picture out here. If you see, it's a repeat. It's like a mirror on 4 directions. The same pattern is being repeated, right? Those illusion patterns. And there is an eye which is seeing through it. So you're seeing through the illusion, It's like things were always there, but you did not see it before, but now you're seeing it. So because you're seeing, what you did not see before, things are going to change now, right? So be ready for the changes. It's uncomfortable, but it's much needed. So I do feel that there are things that are transforming around you, and you are changing things. And, when we see through the illusion, it's kind of a liberation, right? We were in some kind of a mindset or a thought process, and that, boxed inside that, whether it's a situation, maybe a place, maybe you felt boxed inside a job or, a neighborhood or something. But now, where you felt safe initially, that was your safe box. Now you're breaking free from that. An apocalypse, actually, if you see, does not really mean destruction by any means. Apocalypse is, it means revelations. The meaning of the word itself means to reveal, to bring the clarity. So I do feel that an Aquarius, for you right now, Pluto is transiting in Aquarius. So that's an apocalypse transit in its own self, in its own right? So you will see a lot of things changing around you. Things will come out, whether it's corruption, whether it's power dynamics, what's going inside beneath the rug that were swept up beneath the rug will all be coming out now. So things, of course, will, break down. There will be breakdowns in structures, maybe hierarchies are changing at work, maybe um, the systems are changing, technology is changing, because this is a very powerful moment, right? We're seeing the truth. We're breaking free from the lies and all the illusions, the traps that were created. So it's a breakdown, and sometimes breakdowns are required, because you especially in places where there is lack of transparency, there is, things that have been hidden for so long, and it's good that it's coming out so that things can be reformed, society can be reformed, companies can be reformed. So things are, of course, shifting. They will change. Things maybe it's just that older systems are not working for you. Maybe you've created some legacy systems at your work, but now it's not able to handle the pressure. That's got to go. So it's that kind of a George. It's an awakening. It's not really a destruction of any kind. It's just a knowing, that things are breaking, things are not working. We need a new system. We need a new, for some of you, you could be, seeing maybe behind the wall, there was some kind of, a mold, and you didn't see it. And now something, gets exposed. You see it, and now you're like, oh my God, I need to tear down this wall and bring it up again. And something like that, a big breakdown starts. So this is just an analogy. I'm not saying that something's going on with your house and mold and walls, but this is the kind of energy that you could be dealing with. This could also be in relationships. You're seeing things, you're seeing people for who they are, and now you're seeing like, okay, this is not exactly what I thought, so I'm going to change things up. I'm not going to be that people pleaser anymore. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to, for some of you, you could actually be bringing the truth to the surface, but it's for the better. It's for the better of all people. So I do see a lot of changes. Maybe system, laws, processes are getting reformed, maybe in your workplace or at your home or community. And it is going to be beneficial for all. So it feels a little unsettling initially, but it's going to be, for the better. Knowing that it's going to be for the better. And if you can relate to, Keanu Reeves, that guy, in the Matrix movie, that's exactly what this energy embodies. An exact thing. And the first thing I saw, that's the movie that came to mind, Keanu Reeves in the Matrix, for those of you who have seen it. And if you haven't, go see it. It's a great movie anyways to see it. So some of you might be shifting up your communities because you see something, or your house, maybe you're renting out. Now you see something, you want to shift. Or maybe it's a group that you had joined. You see something, now you want to go somewhere else. Or it's a workplace. You're like seeing, the management is not really fair and square, so I want to go. For some of you, this could be even your own businesses. You're seeing like it's not working. I want to go do something else. And then, bam, it works for you. So these kind of truths is very important for us, that, we align ourselves with the next thing, which is better for us, which is more future forward, which is more authentic. So even for that matter, the pandemic era, that was also like an apocalypse, right? Because we saw that there are so many flaws in the health systems and everywhere. Now people stepped up, made those changes, and now we have a new way of doing things. So it's that kind of an energy, Aquarius. The next card you have, Aquarius, is the Three of Pentacles. So the number 3 is coming through strong with this energy. Now, if you see in the picture, there is a ballerina, and the ballerina, there is spotlight on her. So basically, even though she appears alone in this picture, but we all know that there is somebody that's throwing the spotlight on her. So there are people that are working behind the scenes. And I feel that Aquarius, like, it's a very, this image is actually so striking for you, Aquarians, because you're like, sometimes you want to build things alone, like a lone wolf energy sometimes. But then you do need people at this point in time to assist you, help you, collaborate with you in order to grow whatever you have planned for yourself, whatever vision you have, whatever idea you have. You need people, you need collaboration. And I feel you are collaborating. Some of you, it might feel that you are the face of things and there are people that are working behind the scenes. Doesn't have to be. I mean, you could be one of those people that are behind the scenes, It's like when, but this is something which is extremely skilled. Ballerinas are extremely skilled. So this is a skill that you have or somebody on your team, I feel it's you, have that's, being backed by supportive people. But you might be at the forefront, you might be leading, you might be the face of it. Maybe marketing, advertisement, maybe you're the face of it, but there are people that are writers, content writers, and cameramen, and lighting people, dressmakers, and things like that, editors, production directors that work with you, but you are the face of it. So it could be that for some of you. It further says, yeah, my vision grows stronger when I build it together with others. So your ideas gain real traction when shared with others. Teamwork builds legacy. So, and that's what I see you doing. You're actually putting things into work, into motion, aligning resources, people, and things like that. Some of you could be collaborating between, in the music and dance industry also, or through some kind of performance arts, media, movies, shows, and or even live performances on stage. This is also going beyond that, Aquarian energy, you're like very scientific, technical energy is also what I'm getting, that you might be collaborating with several people across the world to bring something to life. It's like collaborating with people, a lot of manufacturing industries are here, they're everywhere, and we have to collaborate. There's the CRM systems, there is, that we have to maintain in order to collaborate with people across the globe. You might be doing that as well. But a very, working together kind of energy. Now, it doesn't have to be everybody's working on some project across the globe. It could be local effort as well that you're working on, connecting with a lot of people, working for the benefit of the people even, because we got the empathy card for you. So you might be doing something in the neighborhood that's helping people out. I remember in the COVID times, people created those community gardens and they were growing produce and, they were coming together and, distributing the produce to neighbors. And, it could be something small like that as well, that you are creating something and you're distributing it in your neighborhood. It could be a lemonade stand as well, as small as that and as big as International Space Station. How International Space Stations will collaborate with so many countries even, and they maintain that, right? So it could be that big or that small, that it's a collaborative effort. For some of you, it could be offline collaboration, and some of you, it could be online collaboration. But whatever it is, 3 is a very sacred number for that matter, because it's very powerful in terms of the the edges that stand for. Those 3 edges that a triangle has, very powerful. It's I think 1 indicates balance, 1 indicates divine principle, and 1 indicates manifestation. So it's the divine, way of manifesting it through working in communities and groups of people. And that's what you need to be doing right now, in case you're not, in case you want to do it all alone. I feel there's energy suggesting for you to work as a team. Some of you could be creating music and dances like I mentioned already, or it could be some kind of a bigger project for the community, maybe some startups you're working on. Or this could be just, you could be teachers and mentors. You have in classrooms, online classrooms, virtual classrooms, where you're sharing your ideas, you're exchanging ideas from other people, and, we learn and grow that ways. So some kind of a structure that you're building, based on some kind of a structure I feel that you are building right now, Aquarius. And you'll see the results of it very soon. And you probably are already seeing it, because before the Three of Pentacles is like the Two of Pentacles. You've done the hard work. So you will soon start to see, things coming up. If you're building a house, brick by brick, you will see the structure come up. And I feel that this is something that will turn out beautiful. Look at the picture. There is so much beauty in this card. Whatever you're working on will be very skilled, something that's unique, very talented, and it will turn out beautiful. If it's a house, it'll come out really beautiful. And I feel the vision you have for the house is extremely different and unique. Something that you're building has a very unique taste and flavor to it. And I feel that people will see that uniqueness. People will see that skill in you, that, how you're able to master things, how you have mastered a certain technique. People will recognize you for that skill of yours. And the last card for today, Aquarius, you have is, it says, look inside yourself. All you want, you already are. Abundance, resources, your wish is granted. And that's what we just saw in the Three of Pentacles. That person who is in the picture is highly skilled. You just need to recognize that talent in you. Whatever, you are envisioning, you already are that. Maybe sometimes we just don't see ourselves the way other people see us, right? So you already are that. Abundance. So you are creating some structure, some financial abundance, some harvest time that, you will get the rewards of the efforts you have been putting. This is, look at the box, the gift box. It's all sparkly, bright. There's something really positive, really good waiting for you. So this is a gift from the universe, gift from the divine for all the hard work that you have put in. It's manifestation, harvest time for you, right? So you are getting recognized. You are getting rewarded for that as well. Maybe monetary rewards. Maybe it's, just appreciation, maybe some medals or something. Even if you are in sports or you've accomplished something big, you might be even getting rewarded in big, big ways. This is also, some of you could be appearing for some kind of interviews, people, talking to you that ways, or you talking on the global platform, like, TED Talks and things like that. So good harvest, good abundance is coming towards you, Aquarius. If not already, you will start seeing it very soon. This is also gifts in the way that it could be that you're given the next higher position. It could be that it could be any kind of gift. It could be a new opportunity. It could be a raise. It could be financial rewards, because you have put in the work with the right intention. And now, whatever you've been looking for, whether it's your allies, the group, the connections, anything, whatever you had wished for, it's going to be different for each one of you, is now starting to show up for you. So I do feel that, and if you look at abundance, it doesn't have to be all, money, gold, and things like that. Abundance is just about, it could even be, for some of you, this could just be expansion and growth in your areas. Maybe you've been waiting for breakthroughs. You have a breakthrough, and that's a gift for you. Just depends on your situation. But gift, this is really beautiful. Something that you did not expect, something that will make you really happy, feel on top of the world. So this is something which is coming to you. It could also be some celebrations or parties that you're having where there's a gift exchange, or you might be receiving gifts or giving gifts. For some of you, this is the gift of good health. Some of you might have changed up your diet and things like that, and now you're seeing the results in your medical tests or something like that. Some of you have been wanting to incorporate some spiritual practices for a long time, and finally you find one which clicks, which works for you. So it could be that as well. Or finding the right gym. You've studied so many gyms, you've been so many, but it's not working. The timings, the sources, the trainer, whatever, and now it finally ticks for you. So that is this wish. Maybe you blew a candle on your birthday cake, and now that wish is coming true for you, Aquarius. But this is like, happiness. You'll feel good. You'll feel like, yeah, you accomplished. You feel happy. Your cup is full. Um, you know, um, it's like sometimes we write down what we wish and then we kind of save it. So check if there is something that you've written. Maybe it's that wish that is coming true for you. Something more than what you had expected. This is a surprise. And something that will, bring you some relief, bring you a breakthrough, or bring you some resources, Maybe it's an admission to a university. Maybe it's a house you've been wishing for in a certain community or neighborhood. It's that kind of a vibe, a really, magical moment. It further says here, I align with the flow of abundance. My wishes unfold with grace. So there you go, Aquarius. Now, these are your general messages. Let me know how these energies play out in your lives or in the environment around you, and hope you enjoyed your messages. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.